Take two people with the exact same product, training, and market. Eventually, one briefcase overflows with cash, while the other remains empty. Conventional wisdom attributes this gap to a personality trait, the gift of gap, assuming high performers are simply born extroverts. High-level closing rests on a foundation of masterable behavioral science. The amateur operates within a fixed mindset, viewing a customer's no as a personal failure or a sign of an impossible prospect. Top performers strip the emotion from rejection, treating a no as objective feedback used to recalibrate their next approach. Moving into the top 1% of closers requires a systematic rewiring of internal psychology. Data from high-stakes sales environments reveals a specific pattern. The most effective sellers speak exactly 30. It creates a space where the customer must articulate their own specific vulnerabilities and needs. During that brief window of speaking, professionals follow the SPIN framework: situation, problem, implication, and need payoff. The implication phase carries the most weight. You ask targeted questions, forcing the customer to confront long-term consequences before ever suggesting a solution. When the buyer guides the narrative, they provide the specific psychological map required to close the deal. Pitching the exact same way to every prospect ignores the reality of individual cognitive biases. Buyers fall into 4 distinct archetypes. The analytical requires hard data and logical proofs to justify any commitment. The driver prioritizes speed and immediate results, often losing patience with small talk or tangential details. The expressive responds to storytelling, social proof, and emotional engagement. The amiable moves at a slower pace, requiring a foundation of personal trust before they are comfortable making a decision. Forcing technical spreadsheets on an emotionally driven expressive or using aggressive pressure on an amiable creates immediate friction. Success depends on translating the product's value into the specific psychological language the customer is already using. A stated concern about price functions as an indicator of engagement. Disinterested buyers typically walk away. A verbalized objection signals a desire to be convinced. The feel-felt-found technique neutralizes defensive reactions. You acknowledge the customer's perspective, cite others who shared that hesitation, and then provide data on what those users actually discovered after purchase. The boomerang method takes the objection and flips it. If a prospect hesitates over a high price, that cost becomes the primary reason to buy, reflecting the durability and premium engineering absent in cheaper alternatives. Aligning with the customer's logic removes the need for high-pressure closing tactics. Professionals use low-friction techniques to finalize the agreement, like the alternative close, which asks the customer to choose between 2 delivery dates, rather than a yes or no on the purchase itself. Each objection provides a specific signal for how to advance the deal. While amateurs focus on the immediate transaction, top-tier sellers prioritize customer lifetime value. Data shows that the cost of acquiring a new customer is 5 times higher than the cost of retaining an existing one. Professionals manage this value by applying the Pareto principle, focusing 80% of their energy on the 20% of activities that generate the highest yield. This sustained performance comes from Kaizen, the commitment to small, daily improvements in technique and product knowledge. Because the business cycle is demanding, long-term success requires an intrinsic motivation, a personal why, that maintains focus during periods of market volatility. This systemic approach to sales transforms the act of selling into a precise exercise in human observation and strategic listening.